Roll up gas.
What? I already did that.
Do it.
You don't do it.
I'll do it again.
Do it now.
Do it. Do it till you're at 50.
I gotta do it in the chopper.
No.
Can't smoke weed in the helicopter.
No.
That's not allowed.
Oh.
How dare you say
You
those
can't have
things.
a chopper.
Maybe you could smoke weed on an airplane. Or was that cigarettes?
No, I don't think you could. I don't think you could ever smoke weed on an airplane.
Nope.
Legally in this country,
Imagine
unfortunately.
living in the fucking 70s when you could smoke cigarettes. Jesus, that would
just being in a cloud, like, all right, well, this plane is the smoking section. This part's the smoking section. Like, the whole fucking thing is filled with smoke. You're just riding in a tube of smoke for hours.
That was like restaurants. Like, I remember restaurants when I was a kid.
Yeah, having smoking sections and
I hated
non-smoking
that.
sections and shit.
I'm just
I
like,
hated that.
Yeah.
I
I can still smell it, nigga.
I just hated the smell of cigarettes when I was a kid. I mean, I still hate the smell of cigarettes. But
Yeah, not a fan.
yeah, that shit was just trash.
that's how it goes. But
We're back.
Roll Up Gas Podcast.
We're back in full effect, folks. Welcome back to this. Snuggle in on that couch and get that gas lit up and just cozy on up with your favorite host.
Let's just
like
fucking. I like it. I like it. Let's make a tradition out of it.
All right. Let's do it.
Shit, another episode 101 in the
101,
motherfucking
baby.
house.
I'm saying.
Just fucking do it.
No Dalmatian.
we're here.
Right? Fucking a bitch, keep her waiting.
We're live.
So, well, what were you? Do you even remember what the fuck you were about to say?
Oh, yeah, I was
to
talking to
Crespo?
Crespo
About a guy feeding a fox.
Don't feed wild animals at your residence. I was watching this one video. This dude, there was like some coyotes, and they were trying to attack this fox, like in his backyard. He had a pretty big backyard. So he let the fox in, like to save him. And then he let him go once the coyotes left. And he fed him. And like 2 days later,
He's just a bunch. Never mind.
like 2 days later, he looked out of his back window, and there's like 10 foxes. Like, cause he fed one and one went back.
Yeah,
He's
he's like, "Hey, dog,
I know where
this
to get
nigga got food over here."
got tacos over here. Like, and then
He'll let you in the house and shit.
yeah, like, but then he looked out there and there was just like 10 just looking at him like, you gonna feed us?
You got some chicken and strawberries
like,
in there, my nigga.
Shit. But that's the same with raccoons. Like, if you feed a raccoon, motherfucker, there's gonna be 20
Yeah.
of them outside.
That's crazy.
I mean, shit. Yeah, you find a source of food. You're like, "Hey, maybe if I go back, there'll be some more."
Might be some more food.
That was like that time.
What the fuck did he feed the fox? Like what? I mean, what do fox eat? Meat?
I mean, he
like
probably
little
just.
I mean,
small
I
rodents
bet they're
and shit?
omnivores. Yeah,
I
they'll
don't
probably.
know. He
They're carnivores.
So they gotta be eating like
Yeah.
fucking rodents and shit.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the fuck they can
Fucking
catch
rabbits.
and kill. Yeah,
I mean, he probably.
Squirrels and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck a squirrel.
I mean, he probably gave it like some fucking lunch meat or like. You know,
yeah,
some-
whatever the fuck.
Whatever he had, you know, but.
Bible O.D. has a first name. O-S-C-A-R.
Bro, I seen that
It's
truck driving down the street.
BEST choice.
Dude, the other day,
Best choice, no!
That's Yo Baloney's choice. He can't even afford Oscar Mayer.
bro, the other day when I was driving, I seen the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck driving around.
The hot dog truck?
Yeah.
I wonder how many of those there are. It can't be just one.
Nah, I imagine there's a bunch of them, but it don't look like a good road mileage or nothing. Like that thing looks like
No,
it
it's
thing looks like it break down.
the aerodynamics on the thing is fucking dog shit.
Right? Like,
Right, a hot dog, I guess.
I mean, eh.
But what
What do you-
what
what
is
do you
the point
think-
of that? Whose job is it to drive that truck, and what is their job? What do they do?
Sales distribution or probably like sales.
Who the fuck doesn't know about Oscar Mayer, where you need to drive a giant fucking wiener truck around?
I don't know.
I think the
Now I
best.
want an Oscar Mayer cheese-filled hot dog, goddammit.
I think the best truck that was made up to look like something was the dog truck from Dumb and Dumber.
Oh,
That shit was dope.
man.
That was probably one of the best fucking
Like just made up, like
vehicles.
Wasn't it like
made
a
to
fucking
look like
full-size
something.
van? They just fucking
yeah,
I think
converted?
so,
they
yeah.
just made it look like a fucking big ass like flappy-eared dog.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'll never forget that.
That shit was great. I like that shit. That shit had me cracking up. That was my movie.
Yeah, until they fucking remade it.
Every remake sucks.
I hate that.
I mean, that's what everything nowadays, man. They're remaking. They've run out of ideas, it seems like, but I don't know. It seems like there used to be a point where Hollywood was coming out with original ideas, but now everything is a remake or like a comic book movie.
And you know, it's fucked up whenever like certain, like Netflix, for example, some of they Netflix original movies are better than some of these big like Hollywood style movies.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I feel like they just remake shit and just redo it just to make some money. Like,
yeah, I agree with you. I've been branching off and watching different shit. Like, I've been watching this one show on Netflix. It's called like Archive 81 or some shit.
I've been watching that too.
You been watching that with the black dude? Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So what it is basically this black dude, he's got some childhood trauma. His house burned down. His father was accused of like murdering his family, yada, yada, yada. So he works professionally as a restorer. Like he'll take like old tapes and digitize them. And
He's like
whatever
a digital restorer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this motherfucker gets a fucking note from his boss like, hey, restore this. I need it by the morning. Thanks. He fucking restores it, and it's like an old tape. And because he restored it so well, the next day they bring him in and they were like, hey, we'll give you $100,000 if you restore these 6 tapes for us. He was like, hell yeah.
All right.
Bitch, give me that
if
bread.
you're trying to convince me to watch this show, you're failing miserably right now.
Okay. This is where it
Get
gets
to the
good.
goddamn point. Like, where does
basically,
it get interesting? What's the interesting part about it?
What is
He can, like,
interesting
Is a dude who restores tapes? Like, that doesn't sound like a
No,
good
it's
TV
crazy.
show.
The dude that restores tapes, he's restoring them. And now, granted, he's in a house by himself, secluded in the woods. Like, that's where
takes
they
the job.
took him. They took the job. So he's there. But when
Give me the
Listen,
back of the
so
DVD case I'm reading.
He's restoring tapes for.
You ever been inside a VHS?
So he's restoring tapes of a lady who recorded a hotel
apartment. It was an apartment
It's an
complex.
apartment building, but people have been going missing. There's weird shit going on.
Okay.
Like a weird cult in there. And
Like, it's
shit.
like a weird cult
shit?
Like, yeah, like he's watching it, but then like he sees his dad on these tapes.
He's like, oh my God.
And he's like, what the fuck is going on? But then he starts seeing like weird, like thinking people are in the house, like people are following him, like a bunch of weird, like it's almost
So
like
it's a like paranormal type.
yeah, it's kind of like horror, but there's no like scary monster. It's just
Yeah, it's not horror. It's like
But, like-
paranormal.
like he's watching the tape and this lady
Movie
goes
or something.
and
I don't know
like
what
she
else
can
to
hear
call it.
noises coming from her
it's like a
radiator.
back in the day it's a radiator.
Yeah.
She can hear noises coming from it. So she goes down in the basement and like all the tenants are in this room like doing a humming song to this
like a chant.
Yeah.
like doing a humming
Like a
song
monk
to
chant.
this
Like
to this structure. Yeah, but the chant they're doing is like an old ritual song where they like murdered people while they sang it. And so they're like, he's like, what in the fuck? But yeah, it's a bunch of crazy nonsense.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Doesn't sound like my
one
kind
part,
of show.
One part, this nigga's like restoring the tape, and one of the motherfuckers in the tape looks directly at him, and was like, "Stay out," and like reached,
Like,
through,
yeah, the nigga
grabbed
in the
his
tape.
neck and shit. I was like, "Oh shit!"
It's
It was
pretty
crazy.
good, like,
It's some crazy parts. in
It's
there.
not like cheesy horror.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I mean, I'm just
definitely a new
I'm
take
just not.
on horror because I
don't know.
I love horror genre, and most of them can get extremely repetitive.
I mean,
So
I
it's
don't think
refreshing.
that's really horror though.
It's
is
not
it?
really horror, but it's a nice
It's
take
more
on a
of like
suspense.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like suspense
suspense.
and
Yeah,
thriller
yeah,
type
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They
Thriller,
definitely have some
suspense.
scary parts because they got like
It's-
demons in it and shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Like, I mean, from what I've watched, it's pretty good.
Cause like, I mean, I guess, I don't know. The Ring, I guess, is technically a horror movie, isn't it?
That shit dumb as fuck.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
Yeah, that's a horror movie.
The first one was
kind
good.
of like, okay, there's a scary tape that you watch and you die. Like, there's no monster necessarily. I mean, there's like the fucking
The bitch that came through the TV.
girl, black
Like,
hair
fucked
girl.
up
I
your
mean,
carpet
the
and
only
shit.
Yeah.
horror movies
Bitch
that
would've
I
came
drippy
my,
bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Come
with
dripping shit all over
like,
my
bitch,
shit.
you fucking up my area rug.
like the
Drippy
only,
O,
you gonna pay for that?
the only horror movies that I
You
can
got
say
IKEA money, bitch.
that I like is like the Conjuring series and like the Insidious series. I like those.
Sinister
And
was good.
Sinister was good too. Cause mine, like, if
I like
I'm
some
in,
possession tapes,
if I'm
too.
in my room and I hear like somebody come through here and just knock all the pictures down, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck, like. And then I'm like, Quincy, and you're not here.
Yeah.
That's when I get the shotgun out, and I'm just walking through.
There's
the
a
house,
gun
like-
in here.
But like those are good because like they give suspense of like demon stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I never really been too
Like,
into that kind of shit for real.
I like paranormal. I don't like physical horror movies. Like Quincy's got a chainsaw and he's outside. Me and Crespo are inside with 12 guns. Like this movie's gonna be 37 seconds.
Right.
Quincy's like, ah, and then
What
we're just
about
like, boom,
what about
boom,
like
boom.
the first Paranormal Activity,
That
the
shit's
very
dumb.
first one? I thought that shit was real when I
I
first
thought
saw
that
it.
shit is dumb.
I thought it was an actual document. I was like, oh
No,
shit,
yeah.
that nigga dead. And I had to like Google it to be sure. I was like, oh,
Like-
ooh, it's just a movie. I was like, oh
I don't,
damn.
I don't like the paranormals because it's just too slow, and then they try to make it like too suspenseful, like, and not do a good job at it. Like they'll show the trailer, and then they show like a door creaking open, but then when you watch the movie, that's all that.
Yeah, like the whole movie
Yeah,
is just.
I will say,
Did you hear that?
As a true horror movie
And
fan,
then the end.
the first one was good,
The
and
nigga heard
the one where
something.
they had the Hispanic kid in it. I think it was like the
That was
fourth
the
one.
fourth one.
That one was crazy.
I don't know, man. The paranormal.
You didn't think that one was crazy?
I watch him and I'm just like, this shit is dumb.
When the old witch was downstairs and he didn't know that his mama was down there with them consorting and shit.
I mean, and that shit might be going on.
And, like,
but
possessed him?
a
That shit
good-
was crazy.
A good shotgun and a slap, get your shit together.
I mean, hey,
See, I don't know. Maybe I'm like jaded or something. Like I don't really watch anything fucking for real nowadays. Not much. But I mean, the most, I guess, newest, most recent thing I watched probably was season 2 of The Witcher, which was pretty good. I enjoyed it. There's obviously, it's not perfect, but it was very entertaining. But kind of along the same vein, there is somewhat of some kind of like paranormal type shit that happens, you know, in that within that universe.
yeah, for sure.
But
Cause that bitch Jennifer was a humpback bitch at first,
Right.
she turned into a bad.
I mean, yeah.
But I mean, there's ghosts and witches and fucking
Goblins and
demons and shit like that. Like all that shit is real in that universe. But it also ties in. It's not necessarily there to like be the whole point of them. There is, oh my god, I'm scared. This part is freaking me out.
for
But
sure.
it's there like, oh shit. Like what the fuck's gonna happen?
Yeah, I mean,
and
it's
then
based on the
how
Witcher,
is
'cause it's the
Geralt gonna
Witcher,
get out of this
yeah,
one?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know.
he's gonna finesse some kind
Yeah.
of way. Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I think with horror movies, for me, it just takes. It
It's
just
more
take-
action, I guess, than horror.
It just takes me into, I guess, a different realm of just watching movies. Because, to be honest, like, what's the last good comedy that came out?
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, when's the last good movie, really, though?
I saw a movie yesterday that I enjoyed on
I mean,
HBO
there's-
Max called Nobody. I don't know if you guys heard.
That's
about
with
that.
damn, I'm drawing
That was-
a blank
that
on
was a
his
pretty good
name.
movie. It's called Nobody.
The guy from Mr. Show and from
I think it's called Don't Better Call Saul. Or something.
yeah,
Is
and the
that
guy
that
from Better Call Saul.
Yeah, but basically, like he plays like a fucking suburban dad.
I
And
heard
he's just,
that's a
like,
good
real-
movie.
Yeah, it's
I heard
pretty-
that's a good movie.
It's really good, actually. He plays like a clean cut guy, and then his fucking house gets broken into.
Your
and-
shit's
I'm about to say my shit turned down. My shit been on.
my shit was down. That's crazy. Anyway, my bad.
What's gonna happen? Oh yeah, so his house gets broken into, and like he doesn't do anything, but then his son gets to jump on the guy, and then he tells his son like, "Son, stop!" Like straight bitch shit. Like nigga, what? Like what the fuck? Like your son was fucking him up. All you had to do was help him. And I mean, if you're gonna watch it, I don't want to give it away.
Right? Yeah, don't
But
spoil it.
It's definitely a good movie.
Bob Odenkirk, that's his name.
I was pleasantly surprised. It kept popping up in my recommended. I was like, nah. And then one day I was just like, fuck it.
Yeah, I heard that's a good one.
my favorite family man goes crazy movie is John Wick.
I mean, that's one of the best. That's honestly John Wick, at the very least, the first two. I mean, even the
Yeah.
third one was really good, and
Bro,
they're making
I'm
more.
not gonna lie.
But the first two of those movies are
The first
two of the best movies
first-
of all time.
The first time I like,
It's almost like Transporter. That's how transcending that
Transporter
movie is
was
to me.
dope.
It's like that,
Like
but
the-
it's better. It's
True.
better. It's better.
True, but-
Transporter's
but-
dope.
But think about it. When Transporter first came out, like it was pretty much nothing like had that ever came out before.
That's true.
And when John Wick came out, I was like, oh shit, like this is something new.
yeah, when I
refreshing.
first saw the trailer
and then
back
they
in the
fucking
day,
like ran that shit into the ground. Same thing they did with Transporter. They made like by the third one, I was like, all right, I'm done.
I mean, with John Wick though, I'm just
that shit is dope.
I'm
watch
ready.
it. I don't
Yeah, I'll
give a
watch
fuck
as
if
much.
it's John Wick 37.
Yeah.
I'm like, what we doing today, John?
Just make a John Wick TV show, like a fucking.
Don't say that, because then they gonna fuck it up.
And apparently Keanu Reeves is
Yeah.
just a regular ass nigga. They had like a video
Yeah.
roll stop. This nigga was on a train the other
Yeah,
day.
Keanu Reeves is supposed to be like
Dope as fuck.
a cool
and he
ass
builds
dude.
motorcycles. So.
Man, that would be pretty. I'd like to
Yeah.
get a chance to chop it up with him.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is supposed to be.
Yeah, because when I first saw
Cool
the
dude.
trailer for John Wick, I was like, this looks fucking stupid. Because, I wasn't a Keanu Reeves fan. But then I watched it and I was like,
I'm a Keanu Reeves fan.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves is that.
Especially
nigga.
from The Matrix.
but I'm saying when the movie came out, it was like 2014.
Yeah. Matrix had been a while ago. Yeah.
The Matrix was dope, but then that shit
I don't remember really.
And
what,
then
what my
after that,
initial
he had
thoughts were.
Constantine. Remember Constantine?
I never seen that one. I mean,
seen
I
Constantine?
remember the movie, but I
Oh,
never
that was a
watched
good
it.
movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some bangers. I fuck with Keanu
Had
Reeves.
some bangers.
He did. Fuck with Keanu.
Dropping heat on the track.
Definitely dropping some
My boy
bars.
Keanu.
You know what I'm saying? Man, side note, did you guys see that Derrick Lewis commercial the other day?
No, Derrick Lewis has a commercial.
Yes, he does. He has a commercial for Manscaped where he's in the gym like fucking working out.
That makes sense.
And then
And he's like, my
fucking-
balls is hot.
Yeah, he fucking takes off his pants. He was like, Derrick Lewis, why'd you take your shorts off? My balls was hot. He was like, well, here, try this.
Oh my god,
Fucking Manscaped.
that's
He was like,
hilarious.
"Oh,
I ain't
Bob,
mad
you-
at it.
I like that.
I ain't mad at it. I mean, get that bread.
Hey, my nigga Derrick Lewis getting that guizza.
That's what you gotta do.
You know what I'm saying? Most knockouts in UFC history. You know what I'm saying? He's a
Heavyweight
legend.
history, I think. Probably in UFC history. Yeah.
He's a legend.
Derrick Lewis is
Derrick
the
Lewis
shit.
is that nigga. He's dope. I like Derrick Lewis.
Man,
But you did ride him quite a bit.
I've been realistic. He had his chance. He didn't get it. He was,
I'm not-
he was
yeah,
recovering
sure.
from Rona.
I mean,
There you go again.
there you go again.
That's
Jumping
my
right
man.
back
Man.
on.
I want him to be champ, man. Is that so wrong?
No, I mean
My favorite
but
fighter is Derrick Lewis, and I like
you
like
gotta
Bobby
be
Green.
realistic. Like
I'm a Bobby Green fan now too.
I like
I like Bobby Green.
a lot of fighters too that I would there are certain times like, oh man, I really want this guy to be the champ, or I'd like to see this guy, but then they don't, or whatever, or you understand the dynamics of what's going on around them. Like, I don't know. Like,
No,
it's gonna be-
I'll be honest. I like Derrick Lewis obviously because he is a great fighter, but obviously because mostly of his post fight interviews.
yes, he
they're
has
legendary.
the best
I was gonna say,
post fight.
He's definitely the GOAT
he's number
when
one.
it comes to post fight interviews as well.
Yes,
There's nobody.
no debate.
There's nobody that's better than him.
Yes.
Like I strictly watch Derrick Lewis fights for the post fight interview. Like
I mean, everybody is like on the edge of their seat. Like after he wins,
soon as he
like,
gets that
all right, what's he
microphone,
gonna say?
just like give me
Yeah.
that fix.
Fucking Derrick Lewis.
Them Texas boys, we smoking weed. Y'all, what you say? Heavyweight fight? Hell no, I ain't doing that.
Hell yeah, 500 times. Shit, I ain't ready for all that, or whatever the fuck he was saying.
I try to put my finger in his booty hole he had on his chest because
Yeah,
I know he like a
that's-
wet in the ass. I said,
Oh my god, that was one of the best. That Blagoy or
Oh,
Ivan
man.
Blagoyov or whatever the fuck his name was.
I'll never forget that shit. I said, what?
What?
Oh my god, though.
Yeah. Derrick Lewis is that guy.
Man, can we watch that video that those teens that try to trick that fucking drunk in their neighborhood and knock down a wasp nest? Like that video just like made me tee-hee for about 30 minutes. Like I could not stop watching this video. It's hilarious.
Okay, it says set up. They told this man they would pay him if he knocked down a wasp nest, and this is how it went. Let's see. Let's play this here.
You got me.
You told this guy we'll pay him if he knock down this wasp's nest. Okay. This nigga has on no protective gear. He's just a regular bum ass nigga walking down the street. Watch this.
Like I said,
Why
yeah,
you-
yeah, stick.
With a little. Oh no!
Come on, Nikolai! Come on!
Come on, what? Did they nip you?
Let me see where they
He said, did they nip you? Why?
Use that pole!
And now the nigga got the. Nigga get a coat or something like.
They was tearing my ass up.
They still own you. He's still. Oh God. This is.
Oh my God, bro.
Bro.
That's just classic hood entertainment right there. You can't.
That, I guess. Yeah, that is. That's another hood classic.
Like, first of all,
Hey, I'll give you $20 if you knock down this wasp nest. Shit, all right, yeah. Oh, yeah, ain't nothing but a thing.
Yeah, let me go and get my little stick over here. I ain't worried about no old wasp.
This nigga ain't put a hoodie on or nothing.
My guy, short sleeves and a cigarette. That was his protection. Nigga, actually, he didn't even have a cigarette lit. I don't think. At the very least, that might have helped a little bit. If you had some smoke
Yeah.
to fucking blow at these niggas.
Yeah.
Blow your crack smoke at them, my guy.
They would have turned to killer wasps at that point.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Killer bees.
Wu-Tang Killer Bees on a swarm.
They would have came and got protect your neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's.
Gotta protect your neck.
I don't, I want to feel bad for that dude,
No, don't feel bad for him.
but I don't.
He made a lot of bad decisions in his life to where he was walking down the street and got convinced by teenagers.
Yeah, because that's the thing. If some teenager walked up to me and was like, "Hey, Tom, we'll give you money to knock down this wasp nest," like the motherfuckers are already cracking up and shit.
Yeah.
It look
That's
like
probably
and they're
they-
just laughing, recording the whole time. Like
That's
this
probably,
look like a setup,
that's
nigga.
probably they drunk uncle or something.
Or the neighborhood drunk that
Yeah.
they just know is always hanging around. Somebody's drunk uncle.
They're like,
Shit.
hey, Fred, you know that wasp nest down the street?
Like, and it probably wasn't even a wasp nest that was bothering nobody. They were probably just like, they found it and they're like, let's see if we can get this nigga to knock it down.
Like, God damn it, go get a job.
Right?
That motherfucker was on a whole door. Maybe it was an abandoned building, but that bitch was definitely on the back door to
Hey,
something.
fella, you know how you kill a wasp nest?
Get the fucking
Flamethrower.
can-
A what?
Get that fucking can foam shit.
Can foam shit.
Yeah, I bought some
Nigga.
land because I had wasp at the house when we first
Fuck
bought it.
that. Hit that shit with some brake clean, nigga. Brake
Really?
clean kill everything. But if I sprayed you in the face with brake clean,
You would die.
Well, I
Big
guess
fella,
so.
like you can spray flies out of the air and hit them with brake clean, and they die instantly.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I
It's
went
not
to
good.
I went to fucking Lowe's like a dum dum and bought a can of like some spray foam shit. Hey,
I mean, that
Shout out, though.
probably is more effective. I don't
that
know.
you can shoot it from 20 feet away.
Yeah, that's probably.
That shit was,
why,
nigga.
yeah.
I was like,
Nigga, I'd get me one of those pressurized
sprayed
brake clean
the-
cans and just be like,
And we'll just
nigga,
get.
you
back
spray
here.
it and it like just spreads out to a thick ass foam so they can't fly out. And they just fucking they die.
yeah.
I'd get a fucking World War II flamethrower. Just be like, fucking hose that shit down.
The whole house is on fire.
Like, whoops.
Got it.
Got the wasp out. Where we gonna sleep?
Don't worry about that.
What they told
Why are you
Crespo.
bringing me all your problems,
on
bitch?
the flow?
Get it
on the flow. Oh no.
That's what they told Crespo.
Oh God. Why are you trying to traumatize me, big fella?
I'm just saying those days are over, but you can reminisce. Speaking of heartbreak,
Yeah, I say we could get into talking
The
about
old heart loss.
man,
talking
you
about the
know,
Chiefs.
I'm not even
That
mad.
hard loss.
I'm not mad.
I'm upset, but I'm not
Heartbreaking.
mad.
Like, it does suck. I mean, the Bengals were the better team. Like, we fucking took.
Were
our
they,
foot
though?
off- We took our foot off the gas
I
and crashed
guess.
through the cornfield.
Same thing we did in week 17, big fella.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to adjustments. Just like I explained to Quincy, like, because he was asking like how the game, and everything. Like, it's about adjustments. If you're fighting and someone is using the same technique and move, and they're punching you in the face, you adjust to it and you
Right.
try to stop it. The Chiefs just keep using the same move over and over, and it works until teams make adjustments. And then what do?
Yeah, but they didn't.
We just stand there
make
with our
any
fucking
changes.
dick in our hand and
Yeah.
just go, whoop.
So, I mean, where do we go from here? I mean, because next year
We play
our
another
division
season.
is going to be nasty.
Obviously.
But it does. But I mean, like I always tell people, you never know because our division, Derek Carr could break both knees before the season starts.
Justin
Justin Huber
Hubert.
could tear an ACL. Somebody else on their team, like injuries happen. It's part of the
They're
game.
talking
No, they
about
don't.
People get traded. People
Injuries are
Speaking of
fake
trades,
news.
People get knocked out. I mean,
Okay.
like anything can happen. The same goes with the Chiefs. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes were to tear an ACL or break a leg, like what do? We keep playing, but we're not as good.
Man, did you hear Aaron Rodgers is about to possibly go to Denver?
I mean, they've been talking about that for a while, which that
Denver gonna get that discount
that-
double
I
check.
mean, it makes sense. Denver
that
always
would
does
just-
this. They take quarterbacks who are disgruntled with their past franchise, i.e. Peyton Manning, i.e. who was it they saturated? Was it John Elway came out there? He was
John Elway was from Denver.
he
but-
got drafted.
but
But I mean,
they've done it with Peyton Manning. Is my point.
Yes,
Yeah.
but Peyton Manning. I
I mean,
thought-
Favre
they
went to
thought-
the
yeah.
fucking
Vikings.
Vikings.
I
So,
mean,
Yeah, he
I-
balled out too. Yeah, he got to the conference championship. I remember
But
that.
I mean, Denver's the only team that is in a real quarterback situation, unless Miami. But I don't see Aaron Rodgers and fucking Devontae Adams going to Miami, even though they got the most cap space.
Yeah, they definitely be going to old.
you don't see Aaron Rodgers going to Miami? Why not?
Because they have Tua, and I don't think they're just going to give up on Tua yet, even though they fired their head coach, which was retarded.
What if
but
Aaron Rodgers wanted to
then he'd
live
be, then,
in Miami?
Then he'd be there. Like they would be like, Tua.
What if he
Tagovailoa.
preferred
Miami's
the
pretty
state
sweet,
of Miami? I mean,
the state of Florida.
no income
You know,
tax.
state
Yeah.
tax.
But see, the
On that,
problem is like if you get Aaron Rodgers,
And it's a
then you're gonna
more
get,
freer
you're
state.
then you're gonna get Devontae Adams. So the situation lies like Devontae Adams is owed like when he gets his new contract, he'll get at least 70. And then Aaron Rodgers on top will be on top of the book. So you'll have all your money tied up in two people. So do you do that? Or do you go try to go get several people?
I mean,
who does Miami have?
Miami has a good offense. They have Lee Waddle, the new wide receiver.
I mean, I don't know shit
Yeah,
about any other.
I mean, they have a couple good
teams for
receivers.
real.
Their defense has been playing decent over the last couple weeks, but they fired their head coach, so Miami's gonna be ass next year.
Yeah, they also need a running back in Miami.
But
Aaron Rodgers. could
if he
run
goes
back.
if he goes to Denver, the AFC is now the toughest place to play.
Oh, of course.
But Aaron Rodgers, your path to the Super Bowl, think about it. Your path to the Super Bowl, if you stay in Green Bay, your path to the Super Bowl, you play Detroit twice a year, you play Minnesota twice a year,
Cowboys.
and you play the Bears twice a year. If you stay in Green Bay, that's pretty easy because all three of those franchises suck. But if you come,
I still fucking own you.
but if you come to the AFC,
Aaron Rodgers said that
if you come to the AFC,
To who?
to the Chicago Bears and all their fans when he did a rushing touchdown. It was so fucking nasty.
But
Nice.
if you come here and you play in
That's
Denver,
grease.
you got to
a whole lot of grease.
You
That's
got
why I
to
fuck with Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers.
I
you
like
got to
Aaron
deal with
Rodgers.
Mahomes twice. You got to deal with Hubert twice. You probably got to play Joe Burrow. You got to play fucking Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Like it's a lot
Does
tougher.
Denver?
Lamar Ankles Jackson.
It's a lot tougher to come to the AFC than it is the NFC.
Is Denver gonna trip on him about getting jabbed up or whatever the fuck? Or is any team
Denver,
doing that?
Denver is
no more?
gonna give him the key to the city.
Right,
if he
but
goes
wasn't Green Bay giving him guff?
No. The NFL.
NFL don't give a
fans were-
fuck.
The Green Bay was like, we don't give a fuck.
Oh,
but the
okay.
NFL, everyone was like, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers lied. Like, no, he just said
didn't
what
lie.
he said. But Green Bay
He
themselves.
didn't lie. He
you
was
don't-
immunized.
Green Bay was
which
like, you don't
true.
have to be vaccinated to play here.
Yeah.
But he was immunized, so
Whatever.
it was true.
Who gives a shit? I don't give a fuck. He could take baby aspirin before the game. I don't give a fuck.
It's fucking Aaron Rodgers. Who gives a damn?
I don't give a fuck what
Same thing
players
with that
do
whole
before the
fucking
game.
Australian
I
tennis
mean,
situation.
it's really hilarious that people are so concerned with the health of dudes who like hit each other for a living.
Because it
Like they're not going. You want them to
Because-
hurt themselves
because it's like
for your pleasure.
it's like what the Joker said in Batman. He was like, when everything goes according to plan,
And everything goes according to plan.
No one
bats an eye.
no one panics. No one panics. But when
But you blow up one little hospital.
a mayor gets shot, somebody happens just like if a truck full of soldiers gets blown up, you're like, oh well, they were in war.
Yeah, well,
That's
that was
sad.
supposed to happen.
But if a cop gets shot, they're like, oh, it's the end of the world, because you're like, that's not supposed to happen.
You know one thing I thought about that
But it's the
kind
same.
of pertaining to that I don't know. It just obviously the police are corrupt and fucked up and everything like that. But if a police officer gets assaulted or, God forbid, murdered,
This nigga put his head.
I mean, God forbid,
Okay.
because oh my,
Speaking
that's
of
just.
I got some police stuff.
But if that were to happen, then they spend all of their time, effort, resources, because you have committed such an egregious act against an officer. So they're going to, with all of their might, do everything they can to catch that person.
Yeah. When everything.
But if your cousin Ray Ray gets shot,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, well, you know, we got a backlog and we got these files and, you know, we'll get to it.
Right.
You know?
But
when it's one of their own.
Because Ray Ray is
That's
supposed.
how, it always hits when it's one of your own.
Because Ray Ray is supposed to get shot.
Right. But when one of theirs does, then they can, now all of a sudden they have
their resources.
they have the time now.
Speaking of police,
They didn't have the time to solve the murder of
Big facts.
someone's
Have you-
brother or whatever, but
have you seen?
Facts.
now we have the resources.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's how
I
they do.
mean, that's how it goes. If a politician,
It's a lie.
or if
Is
somebody,
my point.
if a politician got shot,
If they wanted to, if they really cared to
the,
find out,
if the mayor got shot, like
yeah, they would.
yeah. But if something
do e-
goes according
They
to
would
plan,
move heaven and earth to find somebody.
But these are just people,
yeah,
just like any other one of us.
like
But in order to aggress against the state is a crime so much
Yeah.
more heinous and punishable.
I mean,
for doing the same crime,
yeah.
but if it is against the state, the punishment is
Sorry,
so much more.
I got big lips.
You got a big old fucking.
But
got them
like,
coochie sucking
if you
lips.
look at, I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers,
Suck
right?
all the
you gonna
skin
put
off
some
of coochie.
fucking
Look at Aaron
sneakers on
Rodgers.
your lips and so your mouth
That
can
nigger's got lips like
like Michelin tires. You know, put sneakers on his lips so he can run his mouth.
oh
I
shit.
heard that shit today. That shit had me fucking dying. Shout out Ian Finance.
Fucking, but yeah, you look at Aaron Rodgers. Like, how many people a year ago gave a fuck what he put in his body?
Nobody.
Nobody. Why do you give a fuck?
Well, maybe. I guess they did to a certain extent. If he was
But
doing,
you know what I mean.
PED.
if
like-
he was getting juicy.
Like when it comes to
But I don't
this
give a
stuff.
fuck.
But like I said, all of the sports channels, like ESPN, all of those places, when people talk about that stuff and go, oh my God, you should do this and you should do that, and it's in favor of what they like, then yeah, I mean, but
I mean, at this point, it's almost.
but if imagine if you had a sports radio like ESPN or something, and ESPN was like, we don't give a fuck.
Right. I mean, but that's the thing is they shouldn't even talk about it. But the fact that they are talking about it says something, because
Because it goes with the agenda.
the news is saying it. Oh, and even ESPN is saying it. Well, then it has to be right. I mean, this is what everyone is saying.
Lies.
Hey.
But
I mean, it
Some
how it goes.
bullshit.
it's at this point, it's almost not even. It's not that it's not worth saying, but it's to us, it's overly stated. Like, we know it's everything essentially is lies.
it is. Speaking of
Gotta learn how
police,
to think for yourself, folks.
Yes, but it's so hard because
Who do you trust?
yourself and
Yourself.
and the ones
Who
and
can I run to?
the people around you that you know you can trust, and just trusted people who you can tell are genuine and try to tell the truth.
sir, you're interrupting Crespo's singing hour.
I'm sorry. Go
We
ahead.
have 5 minutes of singing with Crespo.
Let's slow. Go
I
ahead.
was
slow it down.
doing his background music because you know what I'm saying. He was talking about information.
Run to?
Man, speaking of police, has anyone seen the video that's came out? And I think it was a week ago. So there's a gentleman on the highway, and he has traffic shut down. There's 7 officers. They all have guns drawn. The last officer has a shotgun.
Okay.
Gentleman has a box cutter in his hand.
Okay.
So, guy's standing there, and they're telling him, drop the box cutter, drop this, drop that. Which, mind you, I'm sure someone has a non-lethal approach.
I mean, you could go
Give a
hit him
shot.
over the head with the shotgun.
Yeah.
He's got a box cutter.
There's
like, you've got
7 of you.
range on him with the shotgun as a bat.
So,
Get pistol whip him.
Yeah, let's like
the dude steps
Use a
forward.
taser.
The dude steps forward. Everyone mows him down. Like, they unloaded into this guy. Then, when all the cops stop done shooting, you hear 2 shotgun blasts.
He's like, I gotta get some in there too.
Bow.
Everyone
Bow.
is evil.
He did.
And that guy is even more evil. Because this guy is already dead. And you fired 2 shotgun blasts.
You're like, well,
Had to make sure.
I gotta get him. I wanted to shoot a person.
Now listen. If
like guns.
us and our friends did that to a police officer on the highway,
Oh my god.
we would be buried under the jail forever.
No, we would be dead.
Well,
we wouldn't even get a trial.
That's what
we
I'm
would be executed.
Yeah.
Yes. Like,
There would be no.
but they can execute this dude in front of everyone.
It's like a gang.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's
It's like a gang mentality.
Like, nothing for life, no value to life, no nothing. You'd mowed this dude down and then just went home like it wasn't shit.
Well, side note, you shouldn't have a police, situation where you have a box cutter and they tell you
right,
to
but
put it
this
down.
dude obviously
Was
there is
struggling.
something wrong with him.
Yeah, they could have just tased him. Why didn't they just tase him?
So
You could easily.
and for a person to get to the
Tear
point
gas?
in their life where they're in a standoff and they have a box cutter, that is a very desperate person.
He went suicide by a cop.
I mean,
They're like, I love these.
not necessarily, but maybe. But even if that is the case, that doesn't mean you give it to them. You don't just kill them because they're like, kill me.
Sad shit.
Like,
This ass shit. Just put it in the ashtray, yo. You don't smoke. Yeah, there you go. Go to
Like-
sleep now.
every
Go to shadow.
civilization has had like different forms of, governance and rule,
Okay.
but the through line and the similarity, the seemingly inevitable, inescapable thing about it is government. Like there's always
I have a question.
there's always a minority of people ruling over the majority of the people
I have a question.
in any
Oh yeah.
ruling society.
So we
Any
have,
society.
Shout out. Go ahead.
So we have the death penalty in America,
Some states.
and if you heinously kill someone, you get the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think in any of those states, any police officer or anybody like that who's heinously killed someone and went to prison for it has gotten the death penalty?
Maybe. I don't know. It probably
Has a
depends
cop
on the
ever gotten a death penalty? That's a good question.
Because I've seen cops get 100 years, which, I mean, yes, but I'm saying they've
100
never,
years.
yeah, like there was this one cop in Oklahoma, he got 266 years because
Oklahoma, I think, has a death penalty.
he was pulling over women.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying, hey, look, I'm either going to take you to jail, you're going to get a ticket or whatever until you have sex with me. And then he, like, had sex with, like, 30 or 40 women, like, raped them in his car, I guess you would say.
Hey, you can go to jail
And then,
because
yeah.
He had surprise sex with him?
They gave him 266, which that's a death penalty, but have they actually been, like, has any cop who's been convicted and went to prison been executed?
I don't know.
that's pretty fucking sick that he was doing that.
Yeah, he was doing it they said he was doing it up, I think it was like 4 or 5 years, like before they caught him. He's doing it for a while.
Damn.
Well, okay, so let's see this is 2021, so I'd imagine it hasn't changed
Dude,
since then.
Utah still has the firing squad.
I
What?
mean, that's better than
You can request a firing squad.
In Utah?
yeah, that's better than lethal injection for sure.
Think so?
Yeah, it's probably way quicker.
Yeah, like 10 dudes line up and shoot you.
Instead of like getting injected with lethal
What if they have like
chemicals
terrible
that-
aim? They're just like shooting you in the arm and they're like,
then it's only going to be a couple of seconds. But like there's been stories of them like fucking up with the wrong chemicals or like they don't have enough of this chemical they use to kill somebody, so they try to make their own shit, and like dudes like not dying and they said it's like their veins are on fire.
Yeah, you remember
know what I'm saying? Like-
remember Law-Abiding Citizen?
Oh, yeah.
When he switched out the stuff and then the dude like bled out everywhere.
oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that would suck.
yeah, just why are you doing science experiments on me? Just fucking shoot me.
Damn.
If I'm gonna
It's
die,
like the firing squad.
forgot
They just
what-
hit you like 14 times, and you wake up in the hospital like, fuck, I'm not dead.
I mean, I guess that wouldn't. At least you're in the hospital. I guess you.
like we shit.
But here's the thing: Kansas
Yeah.
has a death penalty. Isn't BTK in Kansas?
He is
In Leavenworth?
not in Leavenworth. He's in El
Or in-
Dorado.
So
He's in where?
wasn't he a cop?
El Dorado.
Wasn't that a police officer who was a serial killer?
At one point, I think he was.
The BTK.
But he doesn't get the
What
death
does
penalty.
BTK stand for?
I can't fucking.
Bound, tie, kill or something.
Oh.
He was killing bitches back in the 60s and like not the 60s, the late 70s and early 80s.
Damn.
They didn't figure out it was him until they saved his evidence up until like 2004. And
Oh,
then
shit.
they tested the evidence and figured out it was him. But he was like killing bitches and putting them in fucking 55-gallon drums and like keeping them on his property and just doing all kinds of fucked up stuff,
shit.
man. Like just terrible stuff.
Man, that sounded like I was watching that new Dexter, that Dexter New Blood.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a good ass show. But anyway, there was an old dude on there who was basically like tricking like, you know, bitches passing through town, like, you know, like runaways and shit.
Yeah.
This nigga would like, oh, come stay. I got a house
Yeah,
in the
and then he
woods.
fucking murders them.
Yeah, he fucking like put him in a nice room, but then like the room would lock from the outside. So after these bitches like try to escape, he was like, get out of here. And the bitches like start running. He'd fucking hunt them down with a fucking rifle. And
It's fucked up. That's a crazy person.
yeah,
bro.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Who
bind,
thinks-
torture, kill.
Bind,
Sorry.
torture, kill. There we go.
Oh, he
But
was
yeah.
torturing them, then he was killing
I
them?
mean, he's like close to death. Like he's in his like.
Yeah, he's
fucking-
like he's 76.
Yeah.
Dennis
But
Rader.
okay, so
Or Ratter.
yeah, was he a
He might have.
was
been
he a cop?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know. But
For some reason, I was thinking he was a cop.
like them people.
It said he was like sending taunting letters and shit to the police and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
shit.
fucking idiot.
Like, never gonna get this. Never
La,
gonna
la,
get
la,
this.
you'll never get this. La, la, la. I'll kill you. La, la.
And then they were knocking on his door like,
We get this.
We gonna get this. He's like,
hello?
fuck.
Can I help you? Dennis Ryder? Well, that's me.
"Get
I was
out
in here
here,
working
Or
on my
Raider.
model
Ryder,
airplanes
I
and
don't know.
eating the Subway sandwich.
get out here."
Can I finish my turkey on whole wheat first?
Big fella, did you see the? Oh, speaking of the police again,
Well,
did you see the video on World Star Hip Hop the other day where they shot and killed the teenager?
He got 10 life sentences.
Where they
TK.
where they
they
killed
should
the,
just kill that nigga.
where they killed
No, I
the
did
teenager?
not.
So the police went to do a raid on someone's house or a search warrant or whatever.
Okay.
And so they went and they pounded this door in. Like they hit it, boom, search warrant. And this kid was sleeping on the couch and he pulled his gun because somebody just broke in his house and he just woke up and shot. And then the police just mowed him down. And then come to find out they were in the wrong house. They killed that dude for nothing.
Damn.
And all the city will do is cut you a measly ass check and be like, we're sorry.
Whoopsie.
But no one's held accountable. Nobody is nothing. Like
Because it's
if you are in charge and if they
The
go
state.
they go, you're the one who's in charge of this, and you go, yes, and they should go, you're fired.
no,
And
but
you're arrested.
but that's not my fault. But I
And-
didn't do it. But it was the bureaucracy of all the thing. I told him, but then he didn't tell him right. And then, you know, that guy, he wasn't trained right, and I don't have all the resources. You guys, it's your fault.
It's your fault. You fucked up.
That sounds like America in one big jumbled mess.
That's every civilization ever. There's always something. I mean, that's how our shit works. But at least in some places, it was just more open. America, or in modern civilizations in general, we're just much better at lying and hiding things and being more deceitful. That's all it is. It's just ways of getting you to shut the fuck up, fall in line, do what I want you to do. You are not one of us. You're the
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. So I saw some funny ass shit the other day that had to do with like, old Jeffrey and that bitch.
Who's Jeffrey?
Jeffrey
Fucking-
Epstein.
yeah,
and
Island.
Ghislaine.
So, I guess
Ghislaine Maxwell.
So I guess you, the Island Boys,
Island boy.
they were having a
Epstein Island Boys?
They were having a thing where you could like
The Epstein
you
Island
could
boys.
write in like what you want them to do. Like they quit someone's job for him, like left a voicemail on on this dude's boss's voicemail.
Yo, we're the Island Boys. We're gonna
But-
quit your job.
One dude, but one dude wanted the Island Boys to give a shout out for Jeffrey Epstein from the grave to the lady that's being arrested. Like,
To Ghislaine Maxwell.
yeah, and like it was like, you know, he's giving you a shout out and, you know, from the grave. And blah,
Hey,
blah, blah.
Ghislaine,
Dude,
you know, we're the
way
Island
they did
Boys.
it, I laughed. Like I saw that and I laughed. And I was
I
like,
mean,
holy
they
shit.
probably did. They know even what they were really doing.
Yeah, because the dude, like, they had him like on like a green screen, like
They had Jeffrey Epstein.
No, like the dude who wanted it to be posted, and he's wearing this Epstein Island T-shirt, and it's got like Jeffrey Epstein
yeah.
in, like with a bunch of like there's like a surfboard and like palm trees and shit.
Oh shit.
But it was pretty funny. I was like, these dudes are retarded, but it was pretty funny. That shit had me laughing.
Fucking Island Boys.
But could you imagine
shout
like
out Cloud X up in
fuck
the
Cloud
chat.
X?
Oh my.
Sorry, that just my blood
Grease.
my blood pressure went up 10.
Media grease.
What up, baby?
It went up 10.
Your blood pressure went up 10 before you
Yeah, thinking of Cloud X is shit.
need to start
I
consuming
hate
more
'em.
garlic in your diet.
Big fella, I do get garlic. When I go over your mother's house, I take garlic with me because she's a vampire.
I'm not gonna go for that one.
I'm not gonna go for that one.
Moving
Not
on.
falling for it.
Moving on. I saw you pulled up that because we were talking about all this court and legal and going to court and going to prison type shit. Did you see that story I put in there where three brothers like
Three.
killed?
It's called
Th-
Three
Three
Brothers.
Brothers.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Found out that their stepfather was like sexually abusing their sister.
I
So
mean,
they killed him.
if you have proof, like 100, and you know what's happening, then much obliged. But if she was just like, he did this, and you have no proof, and then you shot him in the face, like, I mean, I think,
Yeah, that's a bit.
I think everybody deserves, you know, a trial at least. Like if you're accused of something, regardless of how terrible it is. And then they smoke you afterwards.
Okay, let's.
I'll be watching a lot of.
So I get yes.
They
These
should all-
motherfuckers
They
are
should all be arrested just for them haircuts.
right.
Jesus.
The one in the middle definitely smoking weed.
The one in the
No, that's just their face. I think their eyes are all.
Nah, that nigga high in the middle.
I don't know, but I get it. Like if
for
you,
beating
have,
stepfather to death for
if
allegedly
you-
sexually abusing their sister.
right, if you don't have any proof, like you just killed someone based on a word. Like I get it. I would do the same fucking thing, but you gotta
have proof, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you playing with somebody's life at that point. But
like, cause I've, you know, like there's been
I
situations.
mean, I don't know.
what was that? What was that movie from back in the day? When that bitch lied about cause she was cheating on her husband, and the nigga she was cheating on her husband with like beat her ass, and then she was like, a nigga raped me and he beat me. It was a nigga beat me.
It was a nigga.
Fuck, I was beaten Rosewood. By a
nigga.
I mean, that was Rosewood.
Was it Rosewood?
Well,
Oh, the movie? Are you talking about a movie?
Yeah, what movie was that? Was that Rosewood?
I mean,
was it?
Every movie ever? I mean,
Yeah, like,
I don't
so-
know.
Because at
I
the
mean-
very end, it came out that she lied.
yes, that's Rosewood. So
Okay.
Rosewood was the lady fucking.
The lady fucking?
Yeah, she was
Oh.
definitely fucking around on her husband. And that nigga was like, bitch, that pussy ain't even good no more. Ah.
And he
like,
beat her ass?
up. And she's like, oh my God, my husband gonna find out I got my ass beat.
The good old days.
And then she was like, it was a nigga raped me. And then,
But was it?
no, it wasn't.
It
was
wasn't
just,
a nigga?
it was just some white guy that was beating up them guts.
Oh, man.
And he was like, I don't even like these guts, bitch. Like punched her in the face. After all lumped up.
So what happened with these dudes?
Apparently their stepfather was allegedly sexually abusing their sister, so they came together and got that ass.
Right, but did they get arrested? Like,
Yeah, they're arrested. Yeah,
like, were they charged with
they're
anything?
definitely charged. That's why I mean, obviously people.
Right, I mean, they got mugshots.
Bring into it, so I don't know. I just think it's crazy. I mean, they have to find some kind of evidence for sure if it happened, because if it did happen, then them boys are heroes. But if they're just.
Let's see. Well, this here
hating on
says at press conference Tuesday, I guess that's the police chiefs, or I don't fucking know. Police chief Andy Harvey said Quintilla has been accused, which I guess that is the stepfather who died, of abusing a different child in an unrelated case between 2014 and 2016. And while detectives had enough evidence for a warrant, they were ultimately unable to locate and arrest the suspect. Well, yeah. I mean, that's a lot more damning evidence for him, for sure.
So, I mean, what do you think then? Should they even be arrested? Because the police couldn't find him. They found him. They handled the business for him, so.
I mean, arrested, maybe. I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I mean,
because you got a sister.
Yes, of course.
And if you found out, somebody that was fucking with your mom,
then they'd be fucked up.
Thank you.
But you got to have evidence
for sure
to go to such extreme
lengths. I agree.
But
because it's so easy.
The
for
evidence against
to say
this
that.
guy is.
I mean, it's concrete. They said they couldn't find him, locate him. So I mean,
they couldn't find him because he's dead.
Yeah,
because they killed him. But if it's not looking good for him, because they're already looking for him on an unrelated, potential child abuse case.
Put my hat on. Put my hat back off. This fucking asshole.
This fucking guy.
Hey, we're doing something here.
I don't remember which one's which.
Hey, we're podcasting over here.
I'm sorry.
You're fired.
I'm not fired. You're fired. You've been late 37 times.
I ain't been late in over a year.
That's still on your track.
When was I late last time? Think about it.
First of all, hold on.
I always pull up an hour or something early.
Marcus, you have the floor.
Hand to Jesus. You said 1 year.
It hasn't.
We in January, nigga.
Yeah, come on now.
So from this January to last January, you ain't been late for the podcast.
Since last January?
Hand to Jesus.
I can't say that I have.
Come on now, you rascal. Now put your hand up to God now.
Ooh,
put your hand in the jar. Put your hand in the jar.
I've been on time.
Motherfucker, no, you haven't.
We always be waiting on you.
In 1 year. Motherfucker, I didn't start my schedule like this until just a couple months ago.
Nah, you always.
We've only been doing the podcast for 2 years.
Exactly.
And we've only been doing it on Mondays for the last maybe 6 months.
So it has not been a whole year.
You was a lying son. Jesus is watching, Crespo.
You're going directly to hell.
Speaking of fun
maybe
stuff,
it was like 8 months then. More like 8 months.
I'd say
maybe.
I've been on time.
Maybe
I'm
3.
not saying you haven't, but a year is
early.
crazy.
Have you worked for your job for a year?
No, I've been there since July.
So you
What the
haven't,
fuck?
So you haven't been off on Mondays that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been about 6 months. Been in my job for
Speaking of fun, did you see Jamaica qualified
6
for the Winter Olympics in the bobsled 2-man and the 4-man?
Nice. We are
Jamaica's
Jamaica.
in
We
there.
have a bobsled team. We need a Jamaican bobsled drop.
Oh my God.
Sanka.
As soon as you said something about Winter Olympics in Jamaica, I was like, here it goes.
I'm going to be watching that.
I bet you are, you son of
See
a
the
bitch.
Jamaican bobsled team. Hey, you better thank your
John
lucky
Candy.
stars for fucking John Candy, you son of a bitch. Jamaica owes John Candy
All of it.
their country.
Straight up.
Straight up.
They
also
need a
did.
monument to John Candy in Jamaica.
And he did planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yes, but that's also helped Jamaica tremendously.
And he did.
Obviously,
what was
because
that movie?
they use
What
planes.
was that? What movie he had? Uncle Buck.
I don't know.
Uncle Buck was funny.
Yeah, so he was in that movie too.
Yeah, John Candy was that nigga.
I liked the ending whenever he had the big ass pancakes for the birthday party.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
I was like, oh, the
I
fuck.
want one of those.
Right when I was a kid, I wanted a pancake the size of a table.
I was
I
like,
can't remember
want
that. I don't know if I've seen
Bro,
it.
it had a stick of butter on it.
What
That
movie was
like
this?
Uncle Buck.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
So,
I don't
like,
think I've seen that.
Like he
Pancakes are
goes
like-
to his brother's house to watch his kids while they go out of town. And so
And he's just landfill from fucking Beer
yes,
Fest.
like he pulls up to the party.
Goddamn beer!
That movie was like 87. Like he pulled up to the party to pick up his niece because she was with that scumbag dude, and like his car backfires. And everybody thought a gunshot went off, and they all duck and run.
Remember when cars used to backfire all the time?
Bro, cars used to be the size of boats.
Fucking land boats.
Like, bro,
Fucking, remember that boat from National Lampoon Vacation? The one that had like the wood on the side and everything.
Oh yeah, the fucking goddamn, that was like a classic joint. I mean, that wasn't a fucking, was that a Chevy?
Chevy Chase.
Yeah, Chevy Chase was in it.
Oh,
But I'm talking about the car.
oh,
The fucking
Fucking Fleetwood.
nah.
was it a Chevy Caprice?
Nah, it was like a fucking wagon. It was like
Caprice
you could
wagon,
get a
maybe.
Caprice
it might have been
wagon.
a Caprice wagon. I don't know.
Big
Or was
Swiller
it a
used to
Jeep?
have one.
Or was it a Jeep?
Might have been a Jeep.
One of them Jeep fucking
They still make station
wood grain
wagons?
joints.
I think the only companies that make station wagons are like
Subaru.
BMW,
Well,
Subaru.
they make wagons. They're not like station. Where did the term fucking
I don't
station
know. They
wagon
used to
even
call them
come
that
from?
back
But yeah, it
in
used
the
to be a
Cause
station
you had to go to the
wagon.
gas station all the time.
But I mean,
Bitches got 1 mile a gallon.
a wagon is just like a 4-door hatchback now
Right.
or something essentially.
Yeah.
Dude,
Audi makes
like,
good wagons.
Yeah.
Big Swiller's fucking Caprice wagon, nigga, we could fit like 12 people in that thing.
Yes,
That
that
thing
mug
was
was
huge.
I mean,
That
you could
thing
like
also
live in that
consumed
bitch.
Gas.
I mean, it was a
without question.
fucking V8 that weighed like 18,000 tons.
Oh yeah, that's when cars meant something.
Weighed 2 black holes.
And something breaks and you're like, fuck.
Hey, at least back then you could work on cars like that real easy.
That's because back then they only had 5 fucking cars. And the auto parts store sold a belt that fit everything. Like, I mean,
Like,
yeah,
which
it's
belt
like,
you need? Number 1 and number 2?
I need a number 2.
Let me get a number 2 belt, please.
Like, it always cracks me up. Like you know when you go on road trips and you stop at random gas stations in the middle of nowhere and they just got belts along the wall, but no way to look them up.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that anymore. I don't think that might be movie shit.
You got Google.
We saw it on a couple of road trips to
Did we?
Colorado.
Yeah, maybe. You're like, I think I need this belt.
This one might work.
But yeah, I mean, cars these days, bro. I did see some dope shit. I was at work and one of my homies was showing me. They showed this. You ever seen like a pop-up house? So it pulled up on like a trailer, right? And the house was like a big ass block. And the dudes that were working, they came out, pulled down 4 walls, and then pulled some shit out. And then it was like a 2-bedroom studio. It was like a studio apartment,
Damn.
but it had 2 like small rooms.
Yeah.
It was
I'll tell you what's really dope.
It was
nigga.
super dope. It was already like they finished it and put everything up. Like it was dope.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dope, nigga. Have you seen those container homes?
Yeah, I've been watching hella container homes. I've been watching container homes for like 10 years.
Man, I seen the one the other day. I've been thinking about it. Like, nigga, if I ever get some money, like I'd have like some land
Yeah,
and just get like fucking 4 or 5 of those containers and just weld them into something fucking crazy.
I think
'cause-
you'd probably be better off like just building a house.
Yeah.
Your phone is buzzing.
but I mean, I think the like I've been watching a lot of tiny homes, and the containers look cool,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to buy like the 10 by 20 ones, and those cost anywhere from like 10 to like 20,000.
No, they don't. I've been looking online at them.
Yes, but you're gonna have to put up a frame. You're gonna have to finish.
Yeah,
Like,
you have
You-
to.
you have
it's
to
a lot of work
modify
that,
it.
It's a lot of work
I
that
mean,
goes into it.
but
Like insulation and
I think it would
foundation
be.
still, you have to
I
put it
think
down. Yeah, I
that
understand
it would
that.
be. I think it'd be better.
I just think it's kind of cool.
Yo, it looks dope. Like I seen a bunch of them that look dope, but I think that I would rather just build a house because looking at them, like imagine.
Here's the thing, though.
But imagine you got
I'm
to
just talking about like as a vacation property. I'm not talking about like to live there permanently. I'm like that would be something dope to have.
But dude,
You don't-
a 10-foot space like from here to that wall, like no.
You don't want to live in
That's what I said. I'm gonna get
be in
like 4
a
or 5
tiny
of them.
fucking home.
I
Like-
don't.
We're both 6'4". Like, it's not gonna be comfortable in any way. You're like, man, why didn't I just build a normal home instead of a tiny home? Because for whatever money, yeah, like you're gonna say, like whatever money you spend to build this tiny home, you could just build a home
Like I think it would be cool,
and it would be better.
I think it would be cool to build one and then rent them out.
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean, if
it
you
is.
just got it like that,
Because you could easily rent those out for like $300 a month.
I mean, if you could get some sort of
But I also saw like so they show tiny
pod
homes,
situation, but I mean,
like the
You want to sleep in pods?
no fuck that. Like the container sounds cool, but
Google ass nigga.
they have like you can buy a shed. Like they have sheds from Home Depot
yeah,
that are pretty big, and you could spend like 15 grand, and then just furnish it. Like put up the insulation, run all because like it's ready to roll,
yeah.
and do all of that shit, and it'd almost be cheaper if you're gonna rent it out. If I'm gonna live in a house, like I'd rather just build a house probably out of like maybe stone or brick, 'cause, like
I mean, or wood.
or wood. Wood's a little expensive these days, but yeah,
I mean, if you got land, then
for sure.
Oh, wood.
You got-
actually has
you
gone
got
back down.
wood.
Because I would like to have like I would just want to be self-sustained to where I have like because one lady she built a tiny home. She had like 6 of those like biggest storage containers you could get, and her house was pretty spacious. But she lived like in the mountains. Like that'd be cool to just go chill for the weekend. But she also had 2 like big ass like I want to say like 50-gallon, maybe 100-gallon drums, like so water could get into.
yeah,
it
yeah,
and
yeah,
filtrate the land. and
yeah.
stuff,
Recycle
which-
water and shit.
That would be tight, like living off.
I mean, that's the
grid.
way to go, man. Really
But-
is. If I could have a fucking internet connection, then and
Yeah.
water and some food, I'm
Tell you,
good.
man, I get
Like,
like,
big fella,
I mean, if
have
I had
you-
it like that, I'm
like,
telling you, man, I'll
big-
get like four of them joints. And
Yeah,
make it-
like
make
I
it
would do the
crisp.
same thing, but I think
like
that
multi-level and shit.
I think the better route though would be to there's other options for tiny homes that I think are better than the cargo containers.
Like you could build a tiny home if you really want to, but we just fucking building the midget house. Like what? Just build a house, nigga.
Yeah, like it'd be cool for like you can build a tiny home or you can buy a tiny home off Amazon. Like they have ones that are like 130 square feet that are $5 grand. Which
That's pretty cool.
you can like I was watching a video the other day. They have one
It's not bad.
they have one that's like 268 square feet and it was like 10 grand.
268 square feet.
It'd be almost like just this room. That's all you would have is just this room.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
Like so
Especially if you're like,
But that's
that's your
where the
house.
fuck would you put it at though? Like you'd have to own the land or like rent the land.
I
From
mean, you got to get
Yeah.
electricity somehow.
would
You
be-
got to
it
get
would
water
be-
to it somehow.
And it's already everything comes ready to roll. Like you just drop it and then hook up all your lines to
Yeah.
where they need to be hooked up to.
I
But
did not know that.
It would.
yeah,
I mean,
you
it
can-
would
you
obviously
can
be
buy a
more
tiny
expensive,
house,
but
like they no, it's free shipping.
well, I'm saying it would be
Oh.
more expensive, but I'd say it would be better just to have like
Yeah.
a mobile home.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have something small,
Yeah.
have something you can move.
Yeah. Speaking
Very
of mobile
easily,
homes,
you
did you
know.
see that nigga?
Like I mean,
Aquaman
like an
living in a mobile home
RV
now?
type shit.
Yeah.
I've seen what?
You seen Aquaman living in his mobile home now?
Fucking
He's got one of those
Jason
nice
Momoa?
ones. Yeah.
What is it? A fucking like tour bus?
No, it's like a fucking Ford pickup truck that's got like a fucking like mini mobile home attached to it.
Like a camper?
Yeah, like a camper almost, I guess.
Damn. Okay. Jason Momoa is living in a
yeah,
camper.
he spent like it's like an $800,000 camper.
Of
pretty-
course.
It's fucking pimp. But
I mean,
you know,
he's not. That's he's living there. Maybe currently, but
yeah.
he's still got like 16 other houses.
Well, shit, you know he divorced. They got divorced.
Who did?
Jason Momoa. He was with Lenny Kravitz' old bitch.
The fact that you
know this.
know these things and like care and can.
I don't care.
You're so gay.
We were just talking about mobile homes. He's
Yeah.
living in a fucking mobile.
Knowing. Hold on. The mobile home part wasn't the issue. Knowing the inner workings of the relationships of fucking Jason Momoa and oh girl, did you hear? He just got divorced from so Lenny Kravitz, he got divorced from his wife, right? And then Jason Momoa, he came in, girl. Oh, let me tell you. Like, I don't know. Like, and you act like I know this shit. Like oh, word, Jason Momoa just got divorced.
You heard ASAP Rocky knocked up Riri's guts.
Oh,
Again,
happens.
woman shit.
It was on Instagram.
Shit.
Why do you care about these things?
It was on my grandma.
Mind your
shit.
business.
I was like, oh shit, Rocky got them geezers.
These are people. Why do we care about these people?
I don't pay attention.
I just go down my Instagram feed.
I don't pay attention.
Right, but that's part of the problem. Instagram.
Well, I look at
being
like
on Instagram.
I look at like tiny homes and shit all the time, and then I popped in there. It was
You
like,
know, you watch it on YouTube.
what's this
Instagram?
This 700,000. I was like, that's motherfucker kind of nice though.
Instagram is brainwashing you.
Word.
Yes,
The algorithms, they got me.
it is. We are all susceptible to it, as much as everyone would
I'm about to get
not
TikTok.
want to admit it. Oh, not
download-
me. They can't. I mean, yeah, they're doing it to
download
other people,
TikTok
but they
tonight.
can't get me. No, the people who are in control of whatever current patch of dirt you reside on use all types of different tactics and methods
I like
to
watching-
control your mind.
I like watching funny shit. The only apps that
There are ways to
I use 3 apps.
negate things and be
They
smart
use
about things,
Worldstar,
but even
Hip-Hop,
still, there's no.
Instagram and Google Chrome.
Dude, I use 3 apps. I use WorldStar and Bleacher Report. I like watching funny stuff. and I like
World Star
watching-
is
I got Bleacher Report
definitely
too.
mind control. Like that's
I mean, I like seeing people's fuckery, which I wish the world didn't, but there be some evil people
Worldstar not
in
even
the
that
world.
good no more.
It's not. I scroll through most of the videos until I see one of like, it's like man tries to put out a hornet's nest with his face. Like, oh shit. let's
Nigga,
click
there's
on
one
that.
on there today where a nigga died.
That's why I don't like watching shit like that.
Bruh, it was a nigga on the building like trying to catch it, like keep a dude from falling off the building, and he
Like,
dropped that nigga.
I like
And
watching
was
funny
like,
shit.
Oh my god.
Like I like watching fight comps and funny shit. That's about it. I don't want to watch somebody die. I don't want to watch fucking bitches twerking and shit. Like that shit just gets old.
I told you I've been off that shit. I'm like, okay, cool, you got a fat ass. Congratulations. Most of the time, the back of the house look dirty. The house be dirty as fuck. I'm like, bitch, you twerking, but your room not even clean.
It's not even her room.
Facts.
She rented that.
Mm.
But I get it, you know.
Yeah, because they don't even have the fight comps on Worldstar no more.
That's because the nigga that used to do it is dead, and so they just put rewind videos on there every fucking day.
Trash.
But most of the time, I just read Bleacher Reports. I like sports.
Yeah.
who owns World Star Hip Hop.
Currently, I don't know.
A dead guy?
It can't. Well, no, it can't be a dead guy that owns it. Yeah, the guy who founded it, Lee Q. O. Dennett or whatever the fuck.
He's dead.
Was the founder, but he died.
He died a while
of
ago.
cardiovascular disease,
Cardiovasculars.
and he died in 2017
He had cardiovasculars. That's when
with
I found
morbid
out about Wilson.
obesity as a contributing factor.
Yeah, he was a big dude, and he
Bro.
got caught. And he got caught with glip glops a couple times.
I mean,
That's what he likes. He likes, but hey,
I don't,
he got
That
caught.
shit-
He got
World
caught
Star.
with them.
keep that shit
Okay,
over
so
there.
copyright infringement, blah blah blah, whatever.
You doing copyright stuff, Quincy?
No, that's World Star shit.
Now
World
you're making
Star.
allegations. It happens. What do you do?
I mean, it's interesting that it doesn't just
Smoke,
say
big fo.
on Wikipedia who owns it. Like when I search for who owns World Star, I get, Lee Q O.
So maybe he has like a
Dennett
management
died,
company that still has the ownership rights.
What's the
Possibly.
what's the company?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
What's the company? Where's the money coming
guessing.
from? Who?
I don't
Put
know.
it to you like this: every single person in this world
Yeah.
has an agenda. They have things that they would like
To accomplish.
to accomplish and to have happen, and they will use. Some people, maybe more than others, everyone will use methods they deem either acceptable or potentially necessary to accomplish their goals or their
You got
their
get
agenda.
down or lay down?
And some people are
No,
more evil than
some
others.
people are exactly. Some people are willing to do more than others to accomplish their goals.
Even if it
Like
Even if it
studying and doing
means-
extra credit work?
Even if it means some people, yeah, will study real hard, get that extra credit, stay after late and show up early. And some people will be willing to let a few kids in another country die to, make some more money. But
I like money.
I mean exactly.
Oh, I like money.
But so no matter what it is, it's interesting. It would be interesting to know who owns WorldStar because that human being or group of human beings, they all have interests and a worldview.
You know who owns WorldStar? It just came to me. You know who owns WorldStar?
The Cool Crush Ice Killer.
Oh shit! The Cool Crush Ice Killer. Yep.
I don't think they do because they don't be posting no cool videos. Most of the time,
Yeah.
it's just people doing dumb shit.
Cool Crush Ice Killer is the
Sometimes
greatest
it's,
rapper alive.
sometimes it's funny, but
The Cool Crush Ice Killer.
like I try to read the
Cut you
news,
in your throat, make your blood spill.
but that's about it. I like sports when I'm on.
I mean, I tried it. I mean, I watch funny shit or whatever,
But-
and I try to
Speaking of
watch
funny
different
shit,
news
ATL, Atlanta's coming out with a third season. I'm geek for that.
I'm not excited for the. I'll tell
You
you what.
ever seen Atlanta?
I'll tell you what I'm excited for. I'm not excited for nothing
I
really.
will put you on some Atlanta after this. I'll put a trailer on for you.
I've watched it. You've showed me before. I know what Atlanta is. I know it's Donald Glover. Donald Glover's cool.
Did I
Whatever.
show you that scene when they were in jail?
Yes, I've seen that
man.
one.
Okay.
But
Crespo used all his shots.
right, South Park
He's like, "Fuck,
is coming back
that's good."
with
Were they
a
gone?
new season.
Where'd they go?
I mean, what do you mean?
Oh, you said they're coming back. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if they left or something.
Well, I
They
mean,
did a
it's
pandemic
been
special.
for the last 2 years. There's been 2 hours of South Park. They did a special last year and a special the year before, like pandemic specials or whatever the fuck, which were great. But there hasn't been a season of South Park since 2019,
Yeah.
and
Who's is it
Wednesday.
Paramount's taking their contract, or is it
No,
Comedy
I think
Central?
it's Comedy Central.
Okay.
Paramount just had the thing for the special or
Okay.
whatever the fuck. I don't know. But Wednesday, South Park is coming back with a new fucking season, and
Nice.
they never disappoint.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'm excited for.
All right.
I mean, I'll check out Atlanta. I'm not like hating on Atlanta or anything
That's a good
necessarily,
show.
but
Good show. Great soundtrack too.
I don't know. I mean, my problem, I've had this issue before where I've seen a show and for whatever reason, I don't know, I'm just hesitant to watch something new
Yeah.
or whatever. And
You
then
still haven't watched Dave either. Oh
No.
man, that's
I'll tell
I
you
haven't.
what.
But then I watch it and I'm like, why the fuck didn't I? Like, this is great. Why the fuck didn't I watch it?
Hunter.
My
Hi, I'm
favorite
Dave.
TV show, I guess,
Lil Dicky.
that had 5 seasons was Money Heist. That
On
was
Netflix.
yeah. That's my favorite one.
Okay.
I have to check
haven't
it
watched
out.
That.
I haven't seen it. I've heard of it.
It takes place in Spain and it's in Spanish.
Ugh.
But
Spanish.
it's dope. Like the
From
way
España?
the way it goes down and just how they do everything. Like
You got HBO
super
Max,
good.
don't you?
Yeah, nigga.
Nigga, you need to watch this show on there called
It's pronounced HBO Max.
30 coins on there. Since you don't mind watching TV shows that are in Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like a scary TV show type shit. It's pretty cool. I want to root it for you, but check it out. 30 coins. If you like Lovecraft Country, you'll like 30 coins.
I like Lovecraft Country. That movie or that TV show. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Man,
Oh,
I'm so fucking pissed they did not do a second season while they had the opportunity. I mean, R.I.P. Michael K. Williams, but
yeah,
man, that is a great show.
it was a good show.
Man, that was a good ass show.
You should watch Money Heist, big fella. Start at season 1, work your way down.
I'm gonna check it out. I've been watching 60 Days In or whatever the fuck on Netflix. That show's hilarious.
60 Days In. 60 Days In pisses me off.
It's just funny
Like,
to me.
What the
Watch
fuck
it.
is that?
60
days in
So
jail.
what they do
send
is
like undercover people into jail, like regular
So they
Joes.
take-
That's fake.
so they take undercovers, but
I don't
then
believe it.
some of them are even police officers.
Has
like,
to be fake.
I don't
like
believe it.
they had one dude who was a police officer. Well, if they find out, the prisoners find out it's you and find out all that shit, then they just immediately pull you and you're not in jail anymore. But
That is
they
the
take
dumbest. I do not believe it. It's the dumbest fucking idea ever.
Hey,
Okay.
you want to go in here and figure out what's going on.
We're in prison, and are there allegedly like murderers and crazy people in this prison, or are these all
no. They're
fucking?
not. They're not. They don't do any prisons.
They're
they
in
do.
jail.
They do county jail.
But still.
Even
crazy-
worse.
there's
Even
people
worse
on the way
because
to
now
prison.
you've got randoms coming in
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah. But they always take it's like 2 people.
So you're gonna risk potentially some crazy motherfucker coming in there or people in county jail being like, yo, I think they're doing a TV show. Yo, they're doing a TV. And then they find out without you knowing and they fucking get you.
But
Like,
some people keep it on the low.
that's
though,
not
'cause
gonna.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah,
They show one dude.
that's
right?
fake as fuck. They're not gonna let that happen.
Because I was looking at like the salaries, like how much people get paid, and one dude that was in there made like I think it was like 40 G's. I was like 40 G's for 2 months in jail. I was like, that don't sound too bad.
Still got to be in jail, though.
Nigga, you go to work for fucking 1 year to make that.
But it's probably
It ain't
the cameras
tax-free.
aren't on them 24/7.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
have like guards and people, like other people who know like signals and
No,
stuff,
I'm just saying
but
like
they like explain. The
they're
shit. Yeah,
in
like,
jail
yeah.
for 8 hours during the filming,
But
and then they go back to
there's-
their hotel.
But they
Like,
I'm ready to have a McDouble.
you know what I'm saying?
But there's some people, and that might how it be, but I mean, there's some
And
people,
everybody in the jail knows it's a TV show.
like there's some people who are in the jail who
Is
are
it all
hella
is it
cool.
all hidden camera, or is there any dudes with cameras?
There's hidden cameras, and then there's like one dude walking around, but he's like interviewing other like actual inmates, and they're just like, we're doing a special on the jail. And then they interview inmates, and then they interview them. They're never like in their face. But the only way people really figure it out is when you start getting pulled all the time, and then like you're gone for a while, then you come back, and then you get.
I
Pulled
mean, they're
again.
going to figure it out. If you
Yeah, like,
are
a lot of
spending
people-
6 months in county,
A lot of people figure it out.
other people who
but
have already spent
most
6 months in county and they're
most-
there for another 6 months.
most people don't make it because it's only 60 days is what the program
Oh,
is.
60 days.
Right, but most people don't even make it 2 weeks. Like there was one dude in there, he was in there for 3 days, and he was like, I can't do it, I'm out. And like there was only one dude who made it the whole 60 days, and he was a cop, and he was like hustling everything. Like this nigga had tons of drugs and like all kinds of shit in his cell. Like,
Oh, so he got dirty?
yeah, he got dirty, but when he gets out,
'Cause he knows the system.
But when he gets out, all he's gonna do is go back to his jail and know the system, and then fucking give more people fucking time.
Yeah, he's just training to snitch on people. He's a spy.
yeah.
Yeah, the biggest trade in jail or prison is coffee, I believe.
Yeah,
The
because they
second
can't.
biggest is K2.
Oh, is it K2 now?
The second biggest,
Why don't you just smoke regular weed?
because getting regular weed into jail is harder than getting K2.
K2, yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Because they sell K2 everywhere. Like, I mean, they used to at least, but
Exactly. I'm saying K2's
also
illegal. So
but I mean, I
I
don't,
don't.
know.
I don't think
it
so.
is. Yeah, it's illegal now.
I
They
don't
sell it everywhere,
I mean,
Where?
don't they?
K2.
No.
Yeah.
They sell CBD.
Oh,
Yeah, it says
Not
that. So
K2
K2
like
been
fucks your
gone.
mind up.
Yes, they took that off the shelf years ago.
Because that shit was in the store, and then a bunch of people smoked it, and like everybody was losing their shit.
yeah, because it was just like sage leaves they were spraying with chemicals.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, But yeah, like watching that show, like I don't know, watching 60 Days In, I'm just like, all right, this is fucking retarded. Like
Blueberry pie.
I'd rather just watch Cops. But that's just me.
I remember one time when the K2 first came out,
Yeah.
I bought a little bit of it and I rolled it up and I put it in my fucking ashtray and I just wait for like some of the homies to come over. So like just say we were friends one day, you come up, hey, oh shit, got a blunt rolled up. And I'm in the fucking bathroom like, oh, go ahead, light it up. And you fucking light
Big
it
fella,
up.
that shit was making people go crazy.
Yeah, that's
Nah, I don't like that.
like
you might as well be the Mexicans in Friday, fucking getting wet to Smokey.
What?
Like, oh damn, Smokey! I didn't know you like to get wet. That's it.
I knew it tasted like shit. So like after the first shit, everybody like, oh God, no.
Yeah, that shit was.
You got niggas fucking
You never smoked
winding
it
up
once?
in the
You
chicken
never
coop.
tried it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
did.
Like
It was fucking
trash.
ass.
Yeah. Took one hit of it. I was like, no, thank you.
Nope, never tried. I mean, I've seen enough people.
But I still had it, so I was like, I'm gonna just trick some of my friends here.
I had regular
I
weed
get it.
back then. I smoked that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Regular weed.
nigga, I'd rather smoke
Regular.
some Reggie or some mid-grade weed before I smoke K2.
I remember when I first upgraded to mids.
Especially being in
I
jail.
will I'll smoke a cigarette before I smoke K2. Like,
You know what's fucking crazy is like watching 60 Days In, like the newer episodes, like everybody's got vape pens.
in jail,
Yeah, because you can't smoke cigarettes in jails.
but you can have an electronic battery.
They sell them on commissary.
Yeah.
And they fucking take the battery and turn it into a lighter and turn it into a grill and all
Yeah,
kinds
like-
of shit.
That's what I'm saying. You're giving them okay.
I'm not gonna lie, some of this
I
shit
ain't mad- I mean,
I've
give 'em
seen on
guns,
like
I don't
World Star is
care.
kind of innovative. I've seen like a motherfucker have like a whole grill
Yeah.
and they're fucking sitting
Yeah.
there like fucking charring. up
Also,
meat
like
and shit.
in
I'm
60
oh,
days
damn.
in, like 60 days in, like most of the time it's like a bunch of fucking weirdos just doing dumb shit all the day. Like rarely there's some good episodes, I guess you would say, when shit pops off, but most of the time it's just people playing dominoes, like not doing a damn thing.
Playing
It just
dominoes
looks
and playing
shit.
spades.
Like one
'Cause that's
dude,
all the fuck there
one dude
is.
took his like the little plastic bed they give you and rode it down the stairs.
like a sled.
Yeah, I was like, that looks fun if you're in jail. But then the COs were like, cut it out.
Stop having fun.
But I like having fun.
No, you're not here to have fun. Up there it is.
That's how it goes. Oh shit.
Gorbunova.
Or
Don't even say it.
Laura Lime.
What a
Gorlami.
I speak.
Gorlami.
I speak
I
the
speak
most Italian.
Italian.
Quincy speaks the second most Italian. Crespo speaks the third Italian.
I don't speak any Italian.
Dude, that's
Why I said third. Who's that?
Yeah.
Glorious Bastards?
Yeah.
Dude, that's one of my
Great
favorite
movie.
movies.
The guy that plays the little fucking shrewd fucking he plays like each character so well. He was also the dentist in Django.
Yeah. That dude's dope.
Yeah, he's
Oh yeah,
he's a great
yeah.
actor.
Yeah, that dude's tight. I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, he's cool.
Django's in my top 10 favorite movies.
The movie's dope.
Yeah, I love Django. I was watching that the other day.
I watched it. Like I said, one of my favorite parts in the beginning where he's like, man, come on, don't shoot me. He's like, I gave you my last apple. Remember when I gave you my apple? And he's just like, boom, just blows
Nigga, don't you touch my brother's coat. I said, oh shit, they letting it fly in this movie. That
they
movie got
should.
so much fucking smoke when it came out, but I loved it. I
Bro,
love
like,
Django.
if like I
fucking
said, if
Spike Lee
you-
was hating on him. I was like, nigga, shut your bitch ass
Spike
up.
Bro,
Lee.
if you
well,
take
not fuck Spike Lee.
No.
I like
But-
Spike Lee.
Fuck.
He has
Spike Lee.
classic
If you're
films.
gonna hate
bro, you
on,
have
if you're
to
gonna talk
take-
shit on Tarantino, try to say he's racist.
Yeah, some shit
How?
like that.
How?
I don't
How?
know.
There's a lot of blacks in the
That
movie
all-
who get like everyone is.
Spike Lee
if
is
we're
a
choosing
race
Quentin
hustler.
Tarantino and Spike Lee.
Spike
I'm gonna
Lee's
choose
a-
Tarantino.
Spike
Tarantino
Lee's
has
a
more
race
films than I
hustler,
love.
just like fucking Jesse Jackson and all these motherfuckers who want to claim everything is racist. And so, because everything is racist, that means you should give me more money. Fuck you. Fuck Spike Lee. Fuck Jesse Jackson. Fuck all them race hustling
Al
motherfuckers.
Sharpton,
Yeah, Al Sharpton. Definitely
Reverend?
fuck that nigga.
he's gonna represent you in your
I'll
trial.
spin kick that nigga's jaw clean off his face.
When's the last time you spin kicked someone's jaw off their face?
the last time a nigga tried to race hustle me?
Oh my god!
That was 92.
Well,
Look at his jaw now. He got spin kicked.
He's like, I was.
You just got spin kicked.
I used to be a race hustler.
Quincy, if you see this, can you come spin kick me on the opposite side of my face?
It's gonna be like one of those like late night commercials. Have you ever been race hustled? Call this number.
Call this number now if you believe you have been
1-800 I
racist.
got hustled.
Like, yeah, man.
Speak with our operators. They're standing by.
Crespo answers the phone. What up, though?
You're mad. We're madder.
Did somebody trick you into doing something based on the color of your skin?
Yeah, they did. What?
Then you may have been race hustled. Call now and we could get you money.
Motherfucker got real client testimonies. Let me tell you something. I got racial hustled back in the 98 for a Sony Walkman CD player, and I didn't like it. Not one bit. I called race hustlers, and they got me the money that I deserved and the respect that I earned.
Those motherfuckers, yeah, man. I can't stand people like that. That movie is great. I don't give a fuck.
Man, remember back in the day when we would stay up late and
All
watch
it is
TV?
that movie is really dope and getting a lot of hype, and it's a white guy doing it. And Spike Lee's like, oh, but
I mean, and
no, you can't do stuff for black people. Talk about me.
I even like some of Spike Lee's movies.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man.
For
America,
sure.
Let's Say Anna, love that. Do the Right Thing. I mean, so many classics, but
He did Red Tails, didn't he?
I think so. I don't know. I never saw that.
I seen it, but it was good. But I don't remember if it was Spike Lee or not. I'm not saying he didn't do good movies or whatever, but
America, Let's Say Anna is my favorite.
he's fucking brainwashed. He's in the Matrix.
For sure. Hey,
That's the thing.
Side note, you know how we're getting old? Because remember back in the day when we would stay up late and like around maybe like 9, 10 o'clock watching like South Park on Comedy Central or some shit, you'd see those fucking Girls Gone Wild commercials. Remember those? Remember those? Whatever happened to those?
That dude got convicted of some shit, and they took that shit off the airwaves.
Oh, is that what happened?
I mean,
But I
and
remember that
the
shit.
internet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, order this VHS tape so you can jack off. Like, but I got a jack off machine right here at my
Oh,
house.
shit, you got a check on station.
Oh my God, though.
Like,
That's true, yeah. That's the problem is, like, I always...
he got killed by
Dude,
DVDs
ads are-
and
yeah,
I mean, not DVDs, but the internet.
Now we got ads. Ads are stupid as fuck. The other day I was watching...
Remember, Snoop Dogg was on one of those Girls Gone Wild.
Bro, I was
Yes.
watching
Girls
some
Gone
NFL stuff
Wild.
the other day. It was like NFL mic'd up for the divisional round. And I was watching that shit. And I swear to God, every commercial, like the ad they played, was the exact same Uber Eats Marshawn Lynch ad.
Yeah, that's
and they
annoying.
showed it like 10 times.
Yeah, that's very fucking annoying.
And I was like, bro.
What were you
I
watching it on?
I don't
YouTube.
trust those services.
Oh, you need to, on your
No, I was just watching it on
DoorDash.
the TV.
Uber Eats. I don't trust.
I gotta ad block all that shit. I don't watch no fucking
Dude, the
ads on
drive me
YouTube. Yeah, because that's
Thank God
crazy,
you
man.
put
Like,
that, yeah, because
bro,
But you can't. I don't know if I can get one on my television.
no, but
Yeah,
if
watch it
you,
on my computer,
yeah,
but sometimes the TV's easier
I feel you.
to deal with. But
yeah, straight up.
but yeah, I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, ads back in or commercials back in the day, yeah, like the late night stuff.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, fucking. Remember what was it? Fucking. There was like
Who was that Jamaican chick always trying to sell you?
Miss Cleo.
Miss
Miss
Cleo, yeah,
obviously,
Miss
but no,
Cleo
more like
commercials.
ho shit, thottery.
Oh yeah, sex hotline.
No, there was.
Sluts are waiting to suck
What
your
was it?
cock.
Was it something on
Oh my, you're
fucking?
gonna suck my dick.
I don't
through the
think
phone?
they couldn't
God
be
damn,
that
that's a cold
over.
bitch.
Through the phone. You just put
She
the
be
phone
like,
in your
put your dick on the mouth.
Oh my god!
Something's happening.
Don't use that phone. I gotta clean that.
I gotta get a Lysol white.
Don't use that phone. That's the only phone in the
You see a
house.
nigga had a
My
payphone.
dick was on the phone. Don't touch the phone.
Crespo just has like, because most of the phones used to be like on the kitchen wall. You just got
Oh,
like the
yeah.
stretchy cord wrapped into your room
Yep.
with the door closed.
Bro, when I was a kid, there used to be
shit.
payphones, around spots, and we could,
Damn.
kids, we
R.I.P.
could just
payphones.
fucking go and
Prank
be
call
out and fucking
motherfuckers.
around with shit. Well, you didn't have no money, so you couldn't really call nothing. But 1-800 numbers were free.
Ah.
So, but it cost money. But so you could dial the sex hotlines or whatever, and like listen to the message.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, it'd be like, enter your credit card. Like, ooh, baby, this is hot sluts. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You've reached 1-800
my
hot
God.
sluts.
Bro, like,
Oh my god, I'm getting sopping
Yeah.
wet.
enter your credit card now or whatever, and you could like listen to the message on repeat or whatever, like like be calling like you're fucking like 9 or whatever the fuck. But that shit
I
was
never
funny.
had that idea when
Yeah.
I was young, but damn, shout out to young Quincy for having that idea because that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking payphones. Speaking of payphones, I saw a funny video today. It was in the UK. They were doing an MMA fight in a payphone.
In a phone booth, fighting in a phone booth.
Fighting in a
I
phone
saw
booth.
that on Rockstar. I didn't click it though. What was
I
it?
watched,
Was it
it
legit?
was just two dudes fighting in a phone booth.
But there's no space to cover up, or you just got
One dude was
It's called
getting
fighting in a phone booth.
one dude was getting beat the shit up, and the other dude was just on top of him, just like dropping bombs in his face. And then they
stop
had,
the fight, ref.
They had people around it and all kinds of shit. And I was like, what? Kind
Nobody
of
stopped the
fuckery?
fight.
What kind of the video just like? But I was like, what kind of fuckery is going
British
on?
people are crazy when it comes to that
You
kind of shit.
fucking wanker.
Like, have you seen
You beat
like
the bloody
how
piss out of
like
him.
Tyson Fury, like the Gypsy King, like gypsies are like real
Oh yeah, in
people.
Romania.
Well,
Romania. I'm speaking
well,
facts.
No, not that. Not Romanian gypsies. I think actually the term, I think gypsy might be like a
nomad.
Egyptian. Well, yeah, it's like a nomadic kind of person, but I think it might be like a slang, maybe towards like an Egyptian person.
I don't
like
know.
I don't know what a
gypsy,
gypsy is.
but I can't remember the etymology of it. But regardless, his family and like his ancestors, they're just like roving bands of essentially like British hillbillies who just fight for fucking little to no money. They just fight each other in like fighting tournaments
Where
and
is this
arenas
in?
and shit in fucking England.
Bro, I saw a thing. It was in West Virginia where every I think it was Friday nights, you could go and fight like anybody. They just pair you up and you could fight in your street clothes if you felt like it. And I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's cool.
Like boxing.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you could
if
fight
it's
anybody.
like every, people like, hey, we're not gonna let you fucking kill somebody. Like that's cool.
It was this the fight that I saw was like this lady and she was in like boxing gloves with like she had boxing trunks on. The girl she fought was like some old dusty bitch who was a mechanic, and the dusty bitch tuned her out.
Because she wasn't in her fucking
Yeah.
weight class, probably.
No, one looked like she was way older than
Yeah.
the other one, but still.
She was like, all right, let's do this.
like,
Come
goddamn.
on.
But
I got a
yeah.
transmission
I
to
was
change.
like, what in the fuck?
Smoking a cigarette while she whooping her ass.
I was like, who sanctioned this hillbilly shit?
Hey,
It's
if
hilarious.
everybody's willing.
Hey,
There's a way. Well,
Folks,
on that note, if I show
Looks
up to
like,
the fights and Crespo's there, I'm leaving.
looks like it's time to me head over to Mama Blakeley's house.
That's good.
What did
Guess she wants to go to Applebee's.
what did
on
Mr.
date
Rodgers used to do at the end of the show?
night. You said what?
What did Mr. Rodgers used to do at the end of
Hey.
his show? We should start doing something like that.
Nigga would change it back into his fucking.
Like, all right, neighbors,
That was my nigga,
it's
boy.
been good smoking gas with you.
Before we leave this podcast, why is Mr. Rogers your boy?
Hey,
when
Mr.
I-
Rodgers was
hey,
that nigga.
When I
he
was
was
a
in
kid,
Nam. I'm
when
pretty
I-
sure.
When I was a kid, Mr. Rogers was my nigga. I ain't gonna stunt.
I didn't watch the same shows you guys.
I watched Mr.
My
Rodgers.
nigga used to come
I
in.
never used to watch Mr. Rogers.
You know what I'm saying? And
had a
throw
rough-
on the fresh Nikes every fucking episode. I'm like, oh my god.
I don't know.
This nigga had
guess
the
I
drip.
watched- I wish I watched different stuff. as a
And
child.
he had the little fucking puppet land. That was my shit.
I never watched.
I ain't gonna
Sesame
stunt. When I was a
Street
kid, I
or
was like,
that
Mr.
shit.
Rogers, my daddy.
Everywhere I went, like as a child, they had hood movies on. I grew up on hood movies, Crespo.
No, I didn't start watching those until.
Okay,
I was
maybe he
like
wasn't in
12 to
Vietnam. That was
13.
like a rumor that wasn't
was a
true or
rumor,
something.
Man, that nigga looked like he wouldn't. I don't know. He looked like a creepy
Won't
dude
you
down the
be
street.
my neighbor?
No, Mr.
No,
Rodgers was,
be your fucking neighbor.
hey, man,
Say won't you be?
you gotta teach your kids.
Hey, Mr.
I would
Rogers
hit
was that
Stone.
nigga.
Actually, you know what, though?
I would
honestly,
hit Mr. Rogers with a Stone Cold Stunner.
since I'm to the point I have to question everything.
Okay.
So I would have to almost go back and reanalyze Mr. Rogers to really
That's true. I haven't watched
co-sign.
that since I
It's
was a
been
kid.
I haven't watched it since I was a kid, and maybe Mr. Rogers was just trying to fucking brainwash us.
All right. I want you.
Maybe
to be,
Mr. Rodgers
Being
would-
good neighbors.
Yes.
That's what you remember, which is good.
This is what I want you to
but
do for your research for the next.
you gotta go. You
podcast.
gotta watch every Mr. Rogers
house was
episode.
always
I-
clean.
I
Hold
want-
on.
He
I
was
want-
putting on fresh Nike.
Listen, I
You got a
want
book
you-
report.
I want you to find a Mr. Rogers episode where you can say that's my nigga. And Quincy, I want you to find one
Showing you how shit's
that's
made.
suspect as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Rogers research.
All right.
Quincy's got to find the most suspect one. You got to find one where we all agree and say that's our nigga.
All right. The next episode, you're drinking a gallon of Hawaiian Punch.
I'm
Oh
not
my
drinking a
God.
gallon of shit. I'm gonna drink a gallon of
Marcus
water.
learned his lesson. Yeah, you drink a gallon of water. or
Nigga didn't
something.
even take 2 sips of water this episode. He's scared to drink liquids now.
Roll Up Gas
Traumatized,
podcast. We
folks.
appreciate y'all checking us out. If you
Yeah.
don't mind, we would appreciate very much a like and subscribe
Just
on
might as
whatever.
well.
Hit us up
MBD, no big deal.
on whatever podcast platform you're checking us out at.
Just do it.
And we're gonna be back next week with another episode.
Yes.
Peace.